I was ready, but then they were. So I think I hit some buttons and we're live on the internet, I think. So those that are watching at home, welcome. All right. Heat number 1 of qualifying. Where are we going to start? 8. Gotcha. This will be your 5th pack officially.
Yeah, that last one.
Yeah. All right. Who else? 2. Can you roll it into the lane a little bit? There you go. I just took race band 2. 5. 4 is available. 4 is done. 1's open. I think 7's open. Stand by. 7's open. I got 6 open. I got 3 open. Let me scan you. Let's scan you first. 3. 3 is open. I didn't get you the first time? I didn't? All right. So that's a full heat 8. Qualifying round 1, heat 1. Friday night LED racing. 25 milliwatt. 25. Two 5. Sometimes. It's the way to go. All right, let me double check some settings in the old live time. The old live time's looking pretty good. Looking like I have not made a mistake as of yet. Settings. Ignore invalid. Invalid breakout. Heads up, use first lap. For sure. There are 14 people watching on YouTube. Hello to Easy Racer. Hakeem as well. What's up? There's a hey buddy from Hefte Puente and Double A watching us as well. And yeah, they're watching all around the world. Giga watching. Reaper's watching. Giga. The sky is up, they say. Hello, everybody. You're welcome to qualifying round 1, heat 1. We're having fun here at Edgewater Airpark, Malvern, Ohio. We're going to set to go green. Heat number 1. Pilot set. All right, someone's out there. It's dark, I get it. Fastest 3 consecutive laps, 2 minutes to do it. 3 packs in total using the QR method, the old tap and scan, bump and roll. We hear a little talking out there on the track. Pilots are set here in the flight line. Hey, everybody. This is Marshall. Say hello to everyone watching at home.
I prefer not to.
Okay, I like it. I like your style. We good to go? Well, I prefer not to. All right. Here we go. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, lesson 5. Off to the races we go. Fastest 3 consecutive. I think we had 15, 16 pilots that actually did a lap in the opening sesh of practice earlier tonight. Turbo Joe, the fastest, had some 10s. He's going to open things up with a 13 and 5. Bottom center of our screen, Turbo Joe underway. Mr. Noise with a 16.2. Drew Racer 32 with a 15.5. Fender with a 17.1. Sidewinder with a 21.6. We lost our leader down. He will go. 30 seconds in, 90 seconds still to go. 15.9 for Mr. Noise on lap number 2. A 16.5 for Drew Racer 32. Low 40s, high 30s, what we want to see, and I think we're going to do our top 6 and our next 6 and chase the A's for the championship here tonight. Just having fun on a Friday night, warm-up night. Mr. Noise, first one on the board here with 3 laps recorded and a total of 47.6. Drew Racer 32 with 3 down and 49.0. We're at the midway point, a minute in, minutes still to go. Mr. Noise coming under the tree, backing under through towards our start-finish gate. There he is. Boom on the lap number 5 with a 17.4. Drew Racer 32, about 2.5 seconds back here for track position. Drew Racer 32 with 3 16s in a row. Laps 2, 3, 4, and total of 49 seconds. Well, Mr. Noise, your leader here so far now with a 14.4 the last time around. Good as butter, trying to do his thing as well, working on lap number 3, trying to line things up here on the course. Down to just 2. Mr. Noise on to lap number 7 with a 15 and change last time around. That ringer dinger off in the distance was Mr. Noise. He's able to recover. Not sure if this one's going to help. 10 seconds left on the clock. We get on to lap number 4 now for good as butter. Remember, 3 packs to do your fastest 3 to be in your top 6 or your next 6. Mr. Noise across the line. And he gets on to lap number 8 with that 18.1. This last lap not going to help him, but a little more time on the track to learn those lines. The ding is also going to keep up good as butter as he crosses over. 4 laps in 2 minutes 7. His fastest to happen on lap number 4. And that's going to give him a total of 63 on his fastest 3 consecutive. He's in third. Drew Racer 32. 6 laps in the session. At a 13 on his last lap, a couple decent ones in the middle with a total of 49 to sit second. And Mr. Noise, your leader here after 1. A bunch of 14s and a 15 in there, a total of 46 and 9. Heat number 1 is in the books. And just like that, we will retrieve some quads and build our next heat. On the fly. Of course, under that quad retrieval, out in the dark, trying to find those down quads. Hopefully they're still powered up. Find those LEDs. Looks like only 1 pilot walking around with some issues on the far end. Gotcha. 2. Gotcha. Race band 1 and 2 are full. Race band 3 through 8 available. If you're done with your French fries, go throw them out, okay? Go throw them out then. White box. 8. Gotcha. Course is looking good. It's the second night of FPV Fest 2019. Brought to us by our presenting partner and host, Ready Made RC, the leaders in all things FPV and beyond. Along with Flight Test, we're at their brand new Airpark, Edgewater Airpark, with our friends at Flight Test. Team Black Sheep, a great partner as well. What channel? 4 is open. Race band 3, 5, 6, and 7 available. Also, Profi CNC, Eagle Tree, and Fat Shark RC Vision Systems helping us out with this 6th edition of FPV Fest. Yeah. Our friends at Fat Shark coming out with that brand new 6 is available. That brand new digital HD downlink. Gotcha. 5, 3, 7.
I'll take
3.
figure out
Where's your sticker? I have to give you 3 manually. Oh, did you run in the first heat?
Yeah, can I not?
Okay, that's good. No, that's good for me. All right, 5 and 7. Any takers going once? Oh yeah, you're good. Yep. So heat loaded. We'll get set to grid them up here. Heat number 2 qualifying. What channel did we say, Dylan? 3? Done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Pilots gridding up. Question on YouTube chat. Sam G says, Scully coming back to the Buffalo Bando this year? Yeah, we're coming back. That's next weekend down at the Erie County Fair, competing for, I think, like $10,000 in money with a pro class and a sport class. Lots of prize money in front of the grandstands. That's going to be a lot of fun next weekend. Reaper wants to know how the baby's doing. Baby's doing good. Baby's at home. Giga is saying, hey, Marshall. Justin Buchanan says, let's see some racing. Yeah, it's coming up. It is coming up. Giga watching from Atlanta here tonight. There's Reese Daquin as well saying, yeah, buddy. Amazing Ricardo watching in SoCal. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty smooth, easy night. We're about to go green here by the looks of things. Building those heats on the fly. Six in this one. Here we go. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. So good as butter doing a back-to-back. Met him in the first session. Turbo Joe with a 14.0 to start things up. Rat Joy with an 18.4. Good as butter in about the 19s to start things off. We lost Drone Slinger on that opening lap. Jim G with a 36 and change. Huge hit. Rat Joy going down on lap number 3. Matter Day with an 11 and change. Getting something started. Got a lot of that go-go juice there in top left-hand corner of our screen. Jim G with a 25 and 8 on to lap number 3. Good as butter now on to lap number 4. He's got 19 and 18 to work with here. His last two getting sequentially faster. Matter Day working with a 17 and an 18. Ringer dinger for Good as Butter, but he's able to recover. Jim G with a 21 and change. We're on lap number 5 now for Good as Butter with a 22 and change. Matter Day with a 17. So he's got a 17 and an 18 and a 17 together. Putting him in the number 4 spot overall right now, the total of 53. About 15 seconds still to go here on the Master Race Clock, down to just 2. Matter Day and Jim G. Matter Day gets on to lap number 6 with a 16.3. And Jim G hitting every branch of that tree on the way down. Hopefully still comes out pretty good looking. There's a ding to round out this one once we get through. And Matter Day going to go down. Got 4 for you. 14, 25, 13, and 23. And we're under quad retrieval, so biggest mover is going to be Matter Day moving up to the number 3 spot. And heat number 2 qualifying here in the books. Under a retrieval, we'll get set to build some heats. You're taking 2? Gotcha. I hit the wrong button. 4. 5. 1 is open. 1. 3, 6, 7, 8 open.
Sounds like you figured out that 11 was not legit.
Yeah, I fixed it. It rounded you out to a 17 and an 18. Yep. 3, 6, 7, 8. Any takers? Going once, twice. Sold. It's submitted. That was me. I know. Who put my laptop bag right beside me? Wonder who that was. I just about did a header. Pilots working their way back over to the flight line here for heat number 3. Well, I got 4 in this heat. Chasing Mr. Noise still at the top of the leaderboard with a total of 46.9 on his fastest 3 consecutive. And we're still under a retrieval out on the course, they tell me. I could take a channel 6. Looks like we're still under a retrieval, though. You got a little bit of time. A great T-shirt going off into the distance. Someone will keep their eyes on him, make sure that he doesn't go too far. 23 viewers right now on the old YouTube. We're also streaming to Facebook on the Live FPV channel and on Live FPV page. Ben B wants to know if anyone from Buffalo is racing tonight. Fender from the greater Buffalo area is with us. He's racing. Did pretty well in practice. And he's going to be up in this heat. Did gray shirt make it back? No, I got you. Just means your count's going to be off by 1 on my app. It's all good. I could fix it, but that's more buttons than I already have to press over here. I'm definitely good. Got enough buttons to push. There are your 5 that are going to fly. Drew Racer 32 is currently in the number 2 spot with a 49.0 on his first pack. You got Mr. Noise in this one, who's our TQ with 46.9 on his fastest 3, along with Sidewinder, Aviator, Fender, making your 5 ready to fly. Pilots, you set. Hakeem 588 wants to know where this race is at. It's at Flight Test Edgewater in Ohio. Here we go. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, lesson 5. Let's give the whole shot to Aviator. He was pretty fast in practice as well. Aviator already ready to pull that first lap in with a 14.7. Mr. Noise right behind him with a 15.2. Fender with about a 17 on it. Sidewinder with a 21.9. And we just lost Fender. Bought a gate, bit a gate. He owns the gate, all over the gate. Looks like Aviator going down. Drew Racer 32 is over here in the flight line trying to tune in off the screen. 50 seconds in, a minute 5 still to go. Down to just 2 by the looks of things. Mr. Noise working on lap number 4, and Fender getting back up in the air. Survival of the fittest, both of them getting across the line as Mr. Noise goes on to lap number 5. Fender going on to lap number 4. Another 45 seconds still to go. Here comes Mr. Noise. Boom, across the line. Fender with a 15.6 behind him. $20 seconds still to go in the master race clock. There's a 13.2 the last time around for Mr. Noise. And there is the ding to round out this one. Fender just missing it by 0.5 of a second. Fender moving up to the number 3 spot. Looks like with a 17, a 15, and an 18 on laps 3, 4, and 5. Mr. Noise done in the session. It looks like 8 laps in total. He had a 13 and change in there to raise his bar a little bit. Still in the number 1 spot now with a total of 43.9. That looks like it came from laps 4, 5, and 6, a 15, a 15, and a 13. And 1 to land. Everyone down. Let's retrieve some quads. Mr. Noise, we got to take a look at your quad. You're ringing on 2 channels. Yeah, you hit 3. You hit 3. You're in 8th. Turtle moded out of a tree. Race band number 2. Can we play that back? Let's see if we can play that back real quick. This is, let's go into the tree first. This is Sidewinder in that last heat. This is DVRing in the raw.
We've got half the Christmas lights out on the tower. Did we hit it finally?
Half the lights are out on the tower, so we do have a course repair. And we'll go back 1 second. Let's figure out who it was. I think it was Sidewinder. Yeah, it's Sidewinder who does it. Look at this. Boom. That's when all the lights went out on the tower. This is when Sidewinder goes into the tree. Okay? 2 minutes, 25 seconds in the OSD. I'm going to skip ahead here. Remember, I'm a minute ahead. So for a minute and 6 seconds, he's pushing himself out of the tree. He's on the ground somehow. Let's go. So at about the 1 minute mark, at about the 55 second mark, We're in the tree. We're pushing. We're throttling out. We're 45 seconds into a tree. Now we're going to, look, we lose video for a sec. Now I believe we're out of the tree. Now we're on the ground. No, we're still in the tree. Still in the tree. This is a replay in the raw. And now we're on the ground. Now we're going to try and get back up. And we're back up. And now he goes back for the tower. Look at this. No problem. Hey, even though he knocked the lights out, he's going to go down like the gate is still there. Yeah. Making it happen. Flying through the pain. Here we are. Big finish. Here, let's show the live stream. Show the live stream. There we are. Look at, that's what's left of it right there. This is, I mean, shout out to the boys in the truck here making this happen there. You're up close and personal view. That one is a mess. As we go, we have to do a course repair. Is someone on that? We're on it? Uh-oh. So we're under a track repair. We're going to drop the tower. So we saw how that happened. Reaper X FPV saying, yo, Ready-Made RC, Strix FTW. What's FTW stand for, Marshall? FTW? What does that mean?
I'm not going to say it.
It's for the win. You knew that.
No, it means what the F word.
No, it doesn't mean what the F word. No, it means,
It
does not mean that. It does not. No.
I know it does.
No, it says for the win. FTW. Look, FTW. No, I didn't say WTF. No, FTW. Yeah. FTW.
No, you didn't.
What's AFG? Or AFK?
Away from keyboard.
That's right. I learned that the other day. He taught me that. We were playing cards and I walked away. He's like, you're AFG right now. I'm like, what does that even mean? It's like AFK, but you're AFG. You're away from the game.
No, AFC.
AFC?
For when you're a controller. Away from controller or away from, I don't know what C.
It was away from the cards. Away from the...
Cards. Away from controller.
From controller, right. Yeah, for real. Course repair underway.
But if you're playing on PC, then you're
Yeah, PC is definitely different, for sure. For sure. Say hello to Mars FPV Drones watching as well online. I do have a wand. Do you know how to use it? Not really. If you don't know how to use it, I'm very skilled in the wanding. Hakim 588 wants to have Marshall announce the next race. Do you want to announce the next race?
What?
Do you want to announce the next race? Just a little bit?
What are X-rays?
You want to announce the next race? Maybe? Okay. We'll get you a mic. Yeah, there's a mic right behind you. Course repair is just about complete, and that means that we're going to scan. Yeah, we'll get you live in a second. I'm going to scan. I'm ready for the next heat. 2 is taken. No, you're taking it.
Why haven't we just started?
Yeah.
Do you have RF meeting? Like the one?
As the spokesperson for the IRC power meter, it is called a power meter, not a wand. Yeah, you just go around the tip. There you go. See that? Halfway up is a sensor. There you go. That's perfect. It's a little, no, like this. Halfway up, look, boom. So that is perfect. See how, yeah. Do you want to know if it's on the right channel? That's a different tool. All right, so far just race band 2 full. There'll be a second pack for Rat Joy here in qualifying. Anyone else ready? Anyone come to fly quads?
I'll take 3. Oh, I keep losing.
You're going to try 3?
1.
All right. You're on 3. You're on...
I don't have my sticker in stock.
Really? This is your third pack, True Racer 32. Oh, man. Oh. Might finish a run. 5. 5 for Fender. This will be your last one. Channel 1. Matter Day. This will be your second pack. 3. 3 in qualifying. That is Chase the Ace.
What channel did I say?
Uh-oh. You're on race band 7. Can you do that? All right, do that, because I forgot, and I just gave away your channel. I got 4, 6, and 8 available. Any takers? No. Can't use Tello. No. All right, I'm going to submit. Oh, you want 6? Turbo Joe on 6, and Drone Slinger on another one. I already submitted it. I'll do it manually. You're good. Is this your third one?
Yeah, unfortunately. Still
All right.
haven't got a time yet.
Haven't got a time yet.
No, not really. I think I had 3 laps, but they weren't very good.
We got you. What channel did we just say? Turbo Joe? 6? R6, you're in. You're going to be on R6. And Drone Slinger is on R7.
Try to sit down and have a beer, and you guys are out there screwing up the gates.
You want to go on 8?
Can I go into 8?
I just added you. You're good.
No, I ain't drinking that.
Who's your second one, right? 1, 2, 3. So everything except 4. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can all on except for preview. That'll be 7. Oh, that's right.
Oh, no, not working.
No? Okay. Yeah, buddy. 1, 2. Check. There you go.
Oh, goodness.
There you go. A little bit more.
Meh.
There you go. Marshall Scully going to join me here in race control. Show him your mic. Slide up to the camera right here, bud. What is your dream? What do you want to be when you grow up? A YouTuber? Isn't that what you want to be?
Yes, exactly.
Well, you're a YouTuber right now with a grand total of 21 people watching you right now.
I already have been of over that amount.
I know.
Or not.
It was up to 27.
Say I want to be just like my dad.
So now let's transition over to
No, I don't.
the
I don't.
wrong scene. Here we go. Boom.
No, that won't happen.
7 looks a little rough. Yeah, bud. We're going to slide out and fix what's going on with 7. You can read some of the comments. Read some of the comments.
Here are some of the comments. I'll be rocking screechers at Nah Masters Durable AF.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's from Ben B.
Mars FPV drones. Gday at multigp.com. Right,
Yeah,
no, just
he's
don't.
saying hello. Yeah, for sure. And there's, read that one.
Mars FPV drones. Got to hang out with Snake FPV last night underground
Really? Are you
ripping
sure you're on set?
hoop hoop.
I double checked it.
Well, we haven't had an issue with that ground station. It's in and out. And you got it good there?
Yeah, I've got a good one.
All right, try it from here then. Maybe. Are you putting out enough power?
25.
It's weird that the ground station doesn't pick you up.
I agree.
But if you're gonna fly on your goggles, all right.
Is that me? Is that for me? Is Mars me?
No, he's talking to that guy there. So then Dragon Rider FPV saying, "Hey, buddy."
Oh, okay.
See, I think you might be slightly off channel. I just had something else ghost in, but let's try it. If you don't like it, you can always land, right? If you don't like it, you can always land. Here we go. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone. Oh, go
Less
ahead.
than 5. Do that.
And now Fender looks a lot better over here. It looks like he had a little mid-air action. Maybe, I don't know, a little contact, a little rubbiness racing. Jim G turns around. Yeah, there was a little bit of rubbing. Turbo Joe with a 14.6 to open things up. Then Drew Racer 32 with a 16.7. Matter Day with an 18.9 to commence the action. Turbo Joe's your leader right now. Where is he? Coming up on the start-finish gate, there he is. Boom, Turbo Joe with a 12.6. Hot lap here in qualifying. He was in the 10s earlier in practice, but that's just practice. This is the real deal right here. Drew Racer 32 with a 15.2. Fender getting across the line there onto lap number 3 or 4. Looks like a couple of 17s for Matter Day. Just at the midway point, 60 seconds left on the master race clock. Drew Racer 32 with a 14.9 now on lap 4. Onto lap number 5 we take him. Turbo Joe has now jumped up into the number 1 spot. He's pounding those laps. Getting a little loosey-goosey on a couple here. 30 seconds still to go. There's a 12.3 for Turbo Joe on lap number 6 onto lap number 7. That's with a 15 behind it. He's currently the TQ. Looking at Drew Racer 32 getting on to lap number 7 with a 14 and change, 14 and 2. Fender with a 16.3 the last one. And we got way loosey-goosey with Turbo Joe as he goes up into the stratosphere, back down to the course. 5 seconds remaining here on the master race clock. What is going on with Matter Day's quad? Have you ever seen an OSD do that, or what are we trying to do? I think that last lap didn't help him. It was an 18 and change on his last lap. The one before that was an 11 and 9. Turbo Joe sliding into first with a 39.3. Laps 5, 6, and 7. 15, 12, and 11. Those 3 in succession. And we're under a quad retrieval. Turbo Joe moving up 4 pegs to the number 1 spot. Drew Racer 32 remaining in second with a total of 42.4 this time around. Fender with a personal best as well, climbing up with a bunch of 15s in the middle of his 6 or 7 laps there into the number 4 spot. And we're under quad retrieval. Still not sure what's going on with Matter Day's quad there. It's Matter Day's quad is saying Mayday, I think, as we go under retrieval. Get ready to build our next heat. I've got 2 and I've got 7. 2 taken and 7 taken. 6 is going to be taken as well. You don't want it? No, I was backwards on the other 2. You were right. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, Mr. Noise. What channel are you taking again? 6? Can I scan you? Gotcha. This is your 3rd, right? Yep. Open, I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 8. Aviator's back in.
Technical difficulties only got my second pack.
That's all right. Got all night. We're camping. This is your second pack.
Different quad.
Different quad. Good time to maiden one, too, right now, if you want a maiden one. Open, I have 1, 3, 5, and 8. Anybody? 1, 3, 5, 8. Any takers? 1, 3, 5, 8. And submitted. So Jason 39-3, the top of our leaderboard. That's Turbo Joe. Shames from the Heart of America FPV team saying, hey, thanks for the stream. You're welcome, Shames. We're just hanging out here at the flight test Edgewater Park, so we figured we'd go live on YouTube and practice for next weekend's big championship air race that we're going to be streaming, of course. This is just fun. Of course, we're doing our LED night racing here on Friday night, doing the QR code scan, show up, go up, 3 packs, and then we're going to play Chase the Ace with our top 6 and our next 6, I think. Right now, we only have 8 pilots in the board, so we may get a little funky with that format as well. Most of our pilots here with 2 packs down, getting their 3rd pack in, coming up with our championship Chase the Ace, where we grid up our final numbers. We race them until someone wins twice. That'll be coming up here in just a wee while. In the qualifying we go. Getting everyone in our flight line. Looks like we're still under a little bit of a retrieval on the left-hand side of our screen. You guys aren't even watching this on the big screen. There's 21 people watching this at home. There's like 25 people here. No one watching on that big screen. Oh, the little screen. That's FPV. Look at the big screen. Look at this production. Look at this. There's your buddy Scully. There's the track. There is the flight line. Ready? And there's the 4 pilots that were racing. Not all 8 of them. Look at that. With OSDs and lap times. I just cleared out the pits. Now everyone in front of the big screen. Looks like we're going green in about 25 seconds on this one. They're racing at Eastside today, back in the land down under. I say a hey-o to Mookie FPV, watching on YouTube as well, up to 24 viewers. Don't judge us, we're just having fun. Bringing you some drone racing, LED night track racing. Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. Oh, stand by, we're running. Into the flight line. Out to the takeoff zone. Shout out to the boys in the truck. Out into the dark we go. And into the flight line we come. And then there were 4. Ready to go? All right, pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in lesson 5. What I love about these drone race broadcasts is they're like extended podcasts. You get to hang out, watch some drone racing, hear some stories as well. And Mookie FPV watching in their tub right now, watching this live stream. Don't drop the iPhone in the tub. They are very expensive to replace, but I like your style. Mr. Noise with an 18.9. He's dropped to 3rd overall in qualifying, and this is the final pack of the track here to try and get that TQ spot. We'll see what happens. Sidewinder with a 22.3. Aviator with a 23.0. And we lost Kyle Bomber on the opening lap. He's got stats up on his screen, but he was there. He took off. That does count. On to lap number 3 we go with Mr. Noise FPV 13.1. Sidewinder the 16.5. It's all about Mr. Noise coming through. Our start finish gate there with a 13.8. And now on to lap number 4. So Mr. Noise ready to do some damage right now. He's sitting with a pair of 13s in the deck on lap number 2 and 3. Let's see what lap number 3 is. It's going to be hot. A 12 and 5 for Mr. Noise. That moves him up into second overall by 1/10 of a second. But now he's got a 13 and a 12, the two cards that he's holding. And oh no, into the yellow gate over by the tree line. And now going to try and regroup. Bam! Going to try and hit every gate in that aggression right there. 40 seconds left on that master race clock. Oh no, Mr. Noise. We're off to such a great start. Sidewinder on to lap number 6 with a 14.5 the last time around. A pair of 14s on laps 4 and 5, and lap 3 was a 16 to move Sidewinder up into 4th with a total of 46. And Mr. Noise is back up. 15 seconds left on the clock. Now he's got a 21. This last lap is not going to help him, other than learning those lines, getting ready for our championship a little bit later on. We all fall down. FPV saying hello to their buddy Scully as well. Hey, and there's Bot Grinder, latest freelancer. What's up, Bot? And we're going to land. So a couple shuffles up and are giddy up as we move up into 4th with Sidewinder with a total of 46. That looks like it came from laps 3, 4, and 5 of the 5 that he did. And Mr. Noise FPV dropping down while moving up into 2nd. Was on pace to take that TQ spot. He had a 13.8 and a 12.5 and crashed into 3 gates, resulting in an 18.9. So we take another 13, add up to his total to a 39 and 5. That puts him in the number 2 spot right now. And we are under quad retrieval off in the dark. I'll get ready to build here in a little bit. Up to 40 viewers on YouTube. 4-0. For qualifying, that's actually huge. That's like 40 times higher than it normally is. I'm going to build some heats here. Yeah, it is your last because I added one manually. Yep, this is your last one too. Gotcha, is your last one too. Lots of openings. I have race band 2, race band 3, race band 5, race band 6, and race band 7 open. Who's taking 6? 6 is now going to be. Oh, you only 3. Yeah.
The first one only got to the first gate. So does that count? What do you want?
Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah, it counts. Sorry. You're still in, right? You're still in. You're still good. 7. Good. So I have 3, 5, and 6. Turbo Joe, normally I would do that, but you're killing it out there, so it's not like you haven't done any laps. Let me see if it is on this method. 2 is open. I'm gonna have to manually add you though, but it's no problem. I'm here to help. What's your handle? It's Quad Joy, right? Yeah, Rat Joy. Rat Joy, race band 2. 5 in this heat. 1, 2, 4, 7, and 8. The old YouTube chat blowing up. It's a bot swarm right now on YouTube. Bot Grinder publishing the link, I guess, and inviting people to enjoy our live stream. Thank you to Bot Grinder. Big part of the fam dam right there. So now over 60 pilots or 60 viewers at home, only 15 pilots here. And the stream's on the Multi-GP YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook, it's on the Live FPV Facebook page. And it's at mgp.livefpv.com. So now all of the people that watch Beers with Bot Grinder get to have beers with Scully. Here we go. They're trying to game along online. Hello to recognize FPV. We're about to go green. Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone, lesson 5. Off to the races we go. Looks like Good as Butter having some issues getting off the line. Matter Day having some issues out with gate number 1. Jim G all over the place. I got weird video going on over here. He's plugged into his own ground station. So if mine's rough, yours rough. Old UFL popped off. UFNL falling off in the middle of the race. Ringer Dinger Cow Bomber bouncing off the gate, but he's able to recover going under that tree line, making it look good. Your leader here after 1 is Rad Choi. After 2 laps, rather, a 17 and a 16. Rad Choi has yet to get 3 laps consecutive, about to pull it in. Get ranked right now. We only have 8 pilots who have done 3 laps or more here. Doing a show up, go up. So the heats are not pre-arranged. So it's kind of a hodgepodge here until we get to our championship tonight. Just a little teaser and a test. Now 3 laps recorded for Rad Choi. He's got a total of 57.8 after his first 3. And now that's going to put him in the number 7 spot overall, I believe. Stinger says hi as well. What's up, Stingy? Up to 80 viewers of this LED night race at the 2019 edition of FPV Fest by Ready Made RC. 20 seconds still to go here in the master race clock, and we're on lap number 6. We were on lap number 6 for Rad Choi, but that screen just went black, and well, when your camera goes black, it is not coming back. No way. Matter Day on to lap number 5. 7 seconds still to go, so he will get this one to work with his couple 17s and an 18 on laps 2, 3, and 4. Working on lap 5. Going to round it out right about now. Funk Soul of Brother about through that line. Boom! And a 17.007. Not a personal best. It gives him a total fastest 3 consecutive this time, a 52.7. And earlier he was a 51.9, so consistent. So your biggest mover will be Rad Choi, moving up into the number 7 spot with a total of 56.6. And we should only have like 1 more heat to go here in qualifying. Everyone should have their 3 in, and then we'll get ready to grid them up in our finals of Chase the Ace. So join us tomorrow night as well here on our live stream at about the same time. We'll be getting into our championship. Tonight, a few more races to go. At least 5. We probably have 1 more heat of qualifying. Then we're going to do Chase the Ace with our, I think we said top 6, bottom 6. Right now there's 9 on the board. So do you guys have any objections to running 8 up in our championship? 8 up. Everyone good with that? All right. Because there's 9 right now. So we're going to do top 6, bottom 6. But to make it interesting, we're going to run 7, 8, 9, and maybe 10. We're going to run them to see who moves up to play Chase the Ace, to make it a full 8. Isn't that crazy? Let's just do it. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be insane. We're going to destroy so many quads. The only reason is because Bot Grinder shared our live stream. Now we have viewers, so we got to deliver something, right?
We went from like 15, 20 up to almost
I know. He's killing it right now. I don't even know what the number's at. Down to 69. It's all good. All right. Who's left to get that third pack in? You got one more, right? You got one more? What channel? 7? Lucky number 7. Yeah, it was your third.
3 packs or 3 laps? Because I've done 3 packs.
It's 3 packs. You haven't done 3 laps?
I've done 3 packs.
3 packs, and you haven't done 3 laps. What happened?
The universe is conspiring against me.
All right. Show of hands. Are you need a third, Mike? All right.
Technical difficulties, man. What channel we got?
You got technical difficulties? Everything except 7.
Everything but
Everything but 7.
I only have right-handed.
You only have right-handed?
Yeah.
So that's 2, 4, 6, or 8. Your choice.
Oh, I thought you said something.
Everything but 7. 4?
Do you have SMA? I can find no, I'm good.
All right.
I misunderstood what you said.
Do we do a last chance qualifier for Drone Slinger? I say we do it. Let's do it, right? Last chance qualifier for Drone Slinger. It's more people in that first round of Chase the Ace. Drone Slinger's in. Due to technical difficulties. You don't have your tag. Oh, it's gonna. I was gonna. Anybody else? Anybody else? All right, what channel do you want? Something odd? You want 3 or 5? All right, 3. Drone Slinger on 3. All right. Next race is going to start here in about 45 seconds. So everyone knows who Chris Thomas is. He's a good friend of mine. Best friend. So he and I came up with this format. He's a big fan of Disney, where you just line up for your channel. We're like, how do we replicate that? That's how we came up with a show up, go up format. It has resulted in our tablet system. And that has powered such big events as Championships, Sebring, and International Open. And he came up with the coolest thing ever so that race directors don't have to like worry about channels and stuff. When we get into our Chase the Ace, we're actually going to line up, and the higher you qualify, you pick your channel. We're going to build the heats on the fly, so we can play Chase the Ace race back to back. He came up with it. Less work for his buddy Scully. I love it. Here we go. Aviator, Cow Bomber, and Drone Slinger. Right now, if any of these pilots do 3 laps, they are in the race-off for the bump up into the championship. We need 3 laps, not a fast 3, just 3, and we're in. Let's do it. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. Come on, Drone Slinger.
Which channel is Drone Slinger?
He is this one. The one is not flying. Come on, Drone Slinger. Arm and go. We just need 3 laps. Aviator, your leader. 1 down for Aviator. It's a 16-8. Cow Bomber working his way around to the back of the track. Aviator hitting a gate, losing video. Camera resetting, hitting the ground. Turtle mode is maybe going to save him. Turtle mode is recovering the craft remotely. He's pretty side down. Here we go. And Aviator's back up as Cow Bomber gets onto that lead lap. On to lap 2 with Aviator. Aviator now under the trees. Back on his line. And he will go on to lap number 3. On to 3. He needs this one. We're at the midway point, a minute in, minute still to go. Oh, no. Did they connect? I don't know what happened to Cal Bomber. He hit something. That's a tree. Trying to line up on the gate. Wow, he's hitting gaps like cricket. Did you see that? That was like cricket flying out there. Oh, man. And that was like me flying out there as he goes down on his lid on lap number 2. Aviator gets 3 laps in. It says a 16, a 34, and a 14. That's legit, right? Yeah, buddy. So Aviator's in the number 9 spot. Let's retrieve some quads. Get ready to build our first round to chase the ace here tonight. So remember, we're going to be building on the fly. Just give me a moment here. Oh my God, yeah. So 10 pilots advancing. Top 6 are a lock to our championship. But before we do that, we have to decide who the 2 are that are going to be joining them. So what does that mean? That means I need Rad Choi, Good as Butter, Aviator, and Jim G to come see me as we get ready to build our first round of Chase the Ace. Gotta change out props? Kill me, Smalls. You're all right. You get to pick 3rd. So first will be Rad Choi. Where's Rad Choi at? Rad Choi. What channel you want? 2 is taken. Good as Butter. 4. Done. Aviator. 4 just got took. You gonna be 6 or 8? All right. And Jim G, 8. All right, we're just waiting on an antenna change, and our first round of Chase the Ace is going to be loaded up here momentarily. It was? So just with a quad change, we're going to come back with our first round of Chase the Ace. Rad Choi, Good as Butter, Aviator, and Jim G. Racing, schedule, create next round, import, loaded, only have one more button and I'm set. All off. 2468 is what we're running on this one. Preview. Yeah. Tomorrow night. So as we grid them up, let me tell you what Chase the Ace is all about right here.
Oh, audience.
We will run with these 4 pilots, Rat Joy, Good as Butter, Aviator, and Jim G. We will run them until someone wins twice. So let's say, hypothetically, we run this first round, Rat Joy wins. Then, when we run him a second time, if he wins the second round, then he will move up. If Good as Butter wins the second round, then we run to round number 3. And if Rat Joy wins it, he's your champion. If Good as Butter wins it, he's your champion. But let's say Aviator wins that third one. We load him up again when we get to round number 4. If Rat Joy wins, it's done. If Good as Butter wins, it's done. If Aviator wins, it's done. If not, Jim G, if he wins it, then we load him up again. It'll come to race number 5, the final one. As Chase the Ace. And from there, the top 2 in this second grouping will go against our top 6 from earlier. Turbo Joe, Mr. Noise, Drew Racer 32, Sidewinder, Fender, and Matter Day, where we will grid them up in the exact same scenario. Question coming in on YouTube. Is the Iron Man clause in effect? Gonna say no. The reason being is we do have that Iron Man rule, which is if the top qualifier wins all their heats and brackets, then he is the winner. But as we have not done brackets, we've gone right to Chase the Ace. We will regrid them until someone wins twice. We'll be taking our top 2 and ranking, and the way that the points work, yep, I think you're on 6. Yep, you're on 6. The way the points work is it's your finishes. So first and first equals 2 points. A second and a second would be 4 points. And so the lower your point score, the higher your ranking. Tiebreaker being the most previous round. I think we're almost set with our final pilot making his adjustments here with his entire team, trying to get him into this top 8 Chase the Ace championship. Bringing the chaos and insanity due to our live stream partner, Bot Grinder, tonight. Martin says everyone comes in first. Not exactly. That was in that example. This could be a 2 and done situation. Someone wins twice. It's the first one to win twice. They move up along with the second place on points to our final 8 for Chase the Ace. That could go as much as 9 rounds, but most I think I've seen it done is 5, the full heat 8. And it gets crazy with the storylines and drama. We got full video. And good question. One question. I got to hit some buttons here. How many laps do we want this to be? 5? 5 sound good? All right, I got to hit some buttons to make that happen. So this race is going to start in less than 40 seconds. As I quickly go in here, change it to, limit to 5 laps. All right. First to 5. Chase the Ace, round 1. Here we go. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. I'm reading the chat, Tim. We'll get you on the screen here in just a moment. We're going green here, good as butter with that whole shot, pushing himself out to the front. And we've already lost Aviator. He's going to try and do that turtle mode thing. He's the guy who made it in on his last pack here into this last chance qualifier for our next grouping to be in our top 8 throwdown here tonight. And I was watching Jim G. He was your leader there for a moment. Now good as butter up into the number 1 spot. That'll slide Rat Joy up into second. Yeah, hopefully your quad's not destroyed. You're not out. We're on lap number 3 for good as butter. We're on lap number 2. Now on that lead lap, lap number 3 for Rat Joy. They're separated by about 8 seconds right now. Good as butter, your leader, coming low side of the trees here to get onto lap number 4. 2 to go for your leader. And Rat Joy cleaning up that 8 seconds. Going to be about 5 seconds behind it. Oh no, hitting a little bit of that tree line. But he's back up. He's able to recover. Got them super tough props on board, and he's going to be all right. Getting ready to wave a white flag. 1 more to go. Now it's an 18-second difference here between Rat Joy and second. Good as butter, your leader. Good as butter coming through to get onto that final lap. He goes high side of the tower, the back side over to that red gate. Now he just has to battle with the trees. Rat Joy getting onto that final lap as well. So it'll be a race to our line, and we'll make it across with pretty good time. Here comes good as butter. 5 laps in the session and minute 52 for the win for good as butter. And that is going to put Rat Joy in the number 2 spot. Third is going to go to Jim G. And fourth going to Aviator. And we are going to race again. Shout out to the boys in the truck with that graphic they made earlier this morning. Earlier this afternoon. Helping us follow along with those points. Now we're looking at the fastest lap in that session going to Rat Joy with a 16. Good as butter, who won it, had a 20, but Rat Joy biting it in the trees, trying to catch up to good as butter, who's your leader from laps 1 right through to lap 5. We'll grid them up. Once those 4 pilots are ready to run again, we will grid them up for Chase the Ace round number 2. If good as butter wins, he moves on. If Rat Joy, Jim G, or Aviator win, we go a 3rd round to Chase the Ace. On a Friday night, second night of the 2019 FPV Fest by Ready Made RC. Located for their first time here, hosted at Edgewater Airpark. There we are, Tim. Without graphics, now you're on, yeah. You
What's up, everybody? Hey, all right, the mic, Tim.
In here trying to comment. What's up, everybody? Got Mr. Noise right here, ready to tear it up.
Yeah, buddy.
You ready to go win?
Let's do this. Send
Let's
it.
do
right?
this. Send it.
Just full send.
Send it. Who has more fun than we do, Scully?
Nobody. Nobody. Seeing some of our top 6 pilots already in chairs getting ready to fly. Barb's FPV giving you a woohoo. Volatronics putting it all on good as butter, 10-1 odds right now. Now maybe, big maybe tomorrow night we put the race on Hydra FPV as well. Maybe we do some gaming tomorrow night. Huh? That could happen.
That'd be great.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. Little Scully. Little Scully may have to run the Hydra app. It's on an iPad. I think you're going to have to figure it out, bud. You all right to do that?
Don't know what a clue that is.
Yeah, you guys race again. So, Jim G, if you win this, we push it another round. You have to beat good as butter. It's Chase the Ace. We go until one of these 4 pilots. You haven't found your quad. What direction? All right, we need some volunteers with some flashlights for a quad search. Where's Good as Butter at? Is he helping to search? He's already helping to search. When you come back, Good as Butter, they're asking what kind of camera you have.
It's one of those FPV cameras.
I thought you had the answer, Mr. Noise. He's got one of those FPV cameras. Yeah. It's analog. 480p. Yeah.
Micro Swift 3.
There you are. That question coming in from Short Bus, wanting to know the camera that Good as Butter was running. The old Micro Swift. I'm just going to put this bracket up, or not bracket, this graphic up that helps us follow along the story. Hey, there's Heisenberg FPV checking out the live stream. Everyone says he should be here.
Ask Heisenberg why he's not here.
What did you ask him?
Heisenberg, where you at, man? Why aren't you at FPV Fest?
He's coming at 9:30 tomorrow morning. All right, perfect. Good timing. I'm going to have to talk to the people at Hydra to see if it would work out if we did heats of 2 tomorrow. Do a little round robin action. Ooh, what do you think of that? Party going on. Maybe we do that format. That'd be cool. A round robin is everyone competes against everyone. And it's based on your wins. Head-to-head racing all night long. Is there enough Bud Light Orange to get through that? I don't know. That's the only question I have. Yeah, we got some? How much you need? Odds for tomorrow? Looking for odds? I don't know. I don't want to put odds here. We'll see what happens. All right, Chase the Ace round number 2. Good as Butter with 1 win. If he wins, we're done. If Rad Choi, Jim G, Aviator, they win, we push it again. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. The old go tone. Watched Aviator cross through in second in traffic. I think Rad Choi had the lead. He just crashed out. That's going to hurt. Here in this opening lap. Good as Butter, your leader after round number 1. He crashes out. This would be crazy on the Hydra Gaming app right now. Aviator gets back up. And right now it's all Jim G, your leader. But not much of a lead. Here comes Aviator in that number 2 spot. We're on lap number 3 with Jim G and Aviator. 2.5 laps to go. Jim G now trying to recover. He's going to be all right. Slow line on the bottom side. But now he loses video as Aviator just blows by where he was. And I look up. We're back in the air with Rad Choi. Rad Choi gets back up in the air, guys. This could change the ranking entirely. Let's see how it plays out. Aviator with 2 laps to go. So we're definitely going to be running this group at least one more time as the story has changed here with Aviator about to bring it home here on lap number 5. Aviator the win on Chase the Ace round number 2. Rad Choi on lap number 3. And so we'll give him second on that one. Giving him benefit of the doubt. And so now we grid him up to race him again. So Good as Butter with 1 win to his credit. Aviator with 1 win to his credit. And now we grid them up again. Round number 3, if Aviator wins, we're done. If Good as Butter wins, again, we're done. But you got Rad Choi's pulled up second here twice. He has a chance to win, push this a 4th round. And Jim G trying to recover here as well. If he wins this one, it'll push a 4th round as well. Trying to comprise again our top 2 from this group to join our top 6 for a top 8 championship round to finish things out here this evening. Battery swaps going on. Hopefully not too many prop swaps going on. Looks like we're doing a retrieval out to the far side. Heisenberg excited about Aviator's big win here in round number 2. Double A excited to see it go a 3rd round as well. In addition to Captain Uno, who I think is with us and watching the live stream, participating in our chat as well. So when we say 55 people watching at home, maybe half of them watching it here as well inside FPV Fest. Of course, we're also up on the big screen as well. Look at that gorgeous leaderboard graphic. I made that like an hour before we started. It's still an alpha. You can see that I have to put blank pilots there because pilots 6, 7, and 8 not doing so hot. But don't judge. 5, 6, 7, 8. It tells the story good enough right now. See about half of our pilots here in the flight line get set. Vaught Squad following along says now we need Jim G to win so we can go another round. Yeah, go another round to this last chance qualifier round to chase the ace. Remember, top 2 advancing to join our top 6. And if you're watching earlier, you saw our group of pilots, TQ Turbo Joe posting I think he got to an 11 in qualifying. He was in a 10-second lap in practice. Mr. Noise, the number 2 spot, who had a couple 13s, I think 3 13s qualifying, the number 2 spot overall. Drew Racer 32, consistent number 3 spot. Sidewinder, Fender, and Matter Day waiting to see which 2 pilots they're going to be competing against.
I think my top time was a 10-2.
It was a 10-2 in qualifying. Correction, I may have to go back. All right. Maybe. You're not up yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. We got to wait to see who you're racing against. This could go another 17 rounds. That's not mathematically possible. Starting to grid up, working their way back. It's called Chase the Ace. And it's kind of like Hold'em Poker. Right now, Good as Butter holding an ace. Aviator holding an ace as we go back to that deck again. Rad Choi and Jim G going to try and push this a 4th round. If they do it, it's as good as done. Let's see what happens. Everybody ready? Seeing a little adjustment. Thumbs
Hey,
up.
buddy.
Here we go. Let's start it. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. And let's bring it back. Let's bring it back in. Let's do it. Let's bring it back in. That was a crash before the hole shot gate, resulting in a restart. That was 4 and 2. All right, let's go back. We'll watch that live as they get their quads and assess the damage. The whole shot rule in play. And we'll see if we can do a quick DVR review in the raw as we get our pilots back at chairs to do that again. We want to make sure that the right person, the right people advance for the right reasons. I got to do a lot of scrolling on this timeline. Where are we? I think we're right here. This looks about it. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Right here, right there. Hit this button over here. There we go. Now everyone's seeing my DVR. And it's going to be 2 and 4, the top two that crash here. So you can see Rad Choi is just ahead of Butter. You look at Butter there, he sees Rad Choi right underneath them. And there is the contact before the start-finish gate, resulting in a crash before the start-finish gate. Right call. Now, if this was on the road, then technically, Good as Butter would be getting the ticket because once you rear-end someone, you're always at fault, right? You're following too closely, right? But here in drone racing, that results in a restart right there. Legit. So we will grid them up one more time, do the legit thing, and rerun Chase the Ace round number 3. Voltronic says failure to yield, though. Yep, that's true. And I think that I can adjust the graphic. Boom. Look at that. Now Good as Butter fits. Shout out to the boys in the truck on this production of this live stream right here. Holy. And pilots getting set to go back to chairs here in the flight line. Rad Choi, Good as Butter, Aviator, and Jim G. Once again, Good as Butter and Aviator with aces with 1 win. If either of them win, when we're done, and our top two to advance are decided. Rad Choi and Jim G, who are 52 people watching on YouTube or watching right now, are cheering on to push us another round. Bonus drone racing on a Friday night live from Edgewater Airpark here in Minerva, Ohio. Good luck, pilots. I see your goggles down. No need for thumbs. Arm your quads. Live on the tone, lesson 5. Better start for our entire field here. Race to 5 laps and just lost Rad Choi. Again, he was one of the guys trying to chase down one of our aces, and so now he is going to retire. He's still sitting with 2 second places, but I'm not sure if it'll be enough points if this one comes to an end right now. Aviator below the tree running in the number 3 spot. It's Good as Butter, then Jim G after 1. And then here comes Aviator up onto lap number 2. Good as Butter, working his way under that tree, right hot on his heels. Jim G is about 3 gates back, but we still have a lot of laps to get done here in Chase the Ace round number 3. On to lap number 3 we go with Good as Butter, who got that win in round number 1. And if he wins this one will be done, but the finish matters here for Aviator and Jim G still flying here in round number 3. And on to lap number 5 we go with Aviator. Jim G about to round his way around to that 5th lap, but it's about a 10-second lead right now for Aviator, maybe a little bit more. And Aviator going to get the win, 5 laps in the session with a 14.8. which means he is going to be your winner. 2 wins back-to-back in Chase the Ace rounds 2 and 3. And we just lost Jim G. And so Jim G going to pull up second here in Chase the Ace round number 3. Good as Butter going to pull up third in this round. And so we know for sure that Aviator is going to move up. And Good as Butter going to join them right now. Holy, what an interesting set of points right now. No, I'm wrong. It's going to be Jim G. Jim G advancing with Aviator. And let me show you why here in a second. Again, this is all in alpha. All in alpha. Let me go to that scoreboard real quick. So as you can see, we got some interesting digits on the board there. Look at Chase the Ace round number 3. All right. So I got a 0.1 and a 0.2 on the board. That is because Jim G's second place added to his third and a third, give him 8 points. Good as Butter's third place with his fourth and his first gave him 8 points. And Rad Choi's fourth with his second and his second gave him 8 points. So the tiebreaker is the third round. So Aviator and Jim G are going to move up to our top 6 to comprise our top 8. Aviator and Jim G moving up. So now in just a moment, we will get set for our top 8 for Chase the Ace. Stand by. Yeah.
This is Jim G's first race, by the way.
His first race, and he just made the top 8.
Dude, this is his first real race.
I just had one guy. It was weird. I don't think anybody hit me or anything. Coming through the first gate, just like the snow. I had one where the battery straps a little dirty.
All right, top 8. Come on over and select your channel as soon as I find my phone. Yeah, I'm going to need your barcodes to make it easier on me. All right, top 8. We're going to start with Turbo Joe. Turbo Joe. What channel do you want? 6. Hold on. I'm trying to. It's not getting you for some reason. Come on. There we go. I got you. Next is Mr. Noise.
I gotta switch back to 2. So. Is that cool?
I got you. Drew Racer 32. Drew Racer 32. 3? Yep. Gotcha. Sidewinder.
I'll take 6.
6 is taken.
Oh, 8.
4 or 8? 8. Fender.
5.
Matter Day. 1. Aviator. Your choice of 4 or 7. And that means Jim G, you're on race band 7. You may have to swap antennas. You don't have a left? What kind of a connection do you have? SMA. Could someone lend Jim G a left? Did I hear a got one? SMA? I heard a lot of got ones for you, Jim G. We got one at a camper. That's a little too far.
Either that or I
Someone on the line, or if someone wants to swap channels to go from right to left. Do you have your QR? Oh, it's on your goggle this side. Sweet. Who had the left? Here we go. Drew Racer 32 has you, Jim G. Oh, your Clearview doesn't have lefts? Oh, sorry, bud. It is your first race. Yeah. All right, so Chase the Ace, round number 1, loaded up on the screen. So Turbo Joe corrected me. He said he did have a 10-2 in qualifying. He's your TQ, top qualifier. Be a 5-lap race, just like we saw. 8 pilots this time, and we're going to race them until someone wins twice. Mathematically, because I know it's a little bit of a late night, mathematically, that means this could be 9 races. Could be. Will it be? With our bottom 4 in that last chance qualifier, it went 3 rounds, right? 4 rounds. No, it went 3 rounds. This one could go a bunch. Let's see how it happens. I just realized I got a lot more coding to do tomorrow to fix that JCA's tiebreaker. The Shredder cheering on Cleveland FPV as well. Ready Made RC saying Mr. Noise is going to take it all. Is Mr. Noise running the Ready Made RC channel right now? YouTube chat? Heisenberg behind the Cleveland Quad Squad as well. Fish FPV talking about the points there earlier because the 8.1 and the 8.2. The idea is not the most points, it's the lowest points to advance. So second and second gives you 4 points. Second and third give you 5. So 4 points beats 5. And that's why I added the 0.1, the 0.2, the 0.3 as the tiebreaker. But I'll do some coding a little bit tomorrow. Again, I just made this graphic that we're looking at right now in a real hurry. Just to help us figure it out, even though I have to do a couple little fixes, but it's all good. Next race is going to start here in about 30 seconds. This is the Top 8 Championship at Chase the Ace on a Friday night on the LED course at the 2019 FPV Fest by Ready Made RC, the 6th edition of this festival. Fun fly and, of course, some racing as well. TQ, Turbo Joe. And I need about 15 seconds to hit some more buttons here. Got some aerial wing going on. Transition. All right, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in lesson 5. 3 wide through our start-finish gate. Sidewinder FPV was going full send out there. Looks like he may have dropped back a position here on this opening lap. It'll be Turbo Joe and Sidewinder crossing over about 0.4 of a second between the two of them. And it is Turbo Joe now out in the lead here working on lap number 2. Most of our field working on lap number 2. Issues with Drew Racer on the opener. Jim G having some difficulty trying to line up here on his opening lap in his opening race, but he gets on to that second lap. Mr. Noise pushing himself up, I believe, by Sidewinder up to the number 1 spot. Turbo Joe dropping down to the number 2 spot. Now Turbo Joe up into the number 1 spot. Mr. Noise 2.4 seconds back in the number 2 spot. Aviator in the number 3 spot. 2 laps to go. Pilots Fender running in 4th. Turbo Joe back up to the lead. Wow, he's going totally sideways using that aileron roll through the gates there under the trees. And on the final lap, we are with Turbo Joe and Mr. Noise. Fender gets across it as well. Turbo Joe is going to get the win. Couple of 12s in the session. 5 laps and minute 10 as everyone else racing to the line. And the win of race number 1 going to go to Turbo Joe. Mr. Noise pulling up second. Fender in third. Sidewinder 4th. As everyone else trying to find their way here. So win to your TQ. And now we're gonna go and do some quad retrieval as I do some math and science here on the sidelines and give you your leaderboard update after one. Turbo Joe first, Mr. Noise second as they qualified. Fender pulling up third. Sidewinder in fourth. Aviator in fifth. Sixth going to Jim G in his first race ever. Seventh going to Matter Day. And eighth going to Drew Racer. And there is your leaderboard. We're going to grid them up again here once all of our pilots are ready. With Turbo Joe, your TQ, has the first ace in Chase the Ace. So, of course, as we grid him up, if he wins round number 2, he is your champion. If any of the other 7 beat him, then they will push it another round as well. Buttons on the sidelines here to make sure that we are ready here in race control. Once the pilots are set, we'll be ready to go green. And I believe I'm ready. Good race. As I flip over to the YouTube chat, it's going crazy right now. 19,000 comments here during that last race. 19, well, I just made that up. Yeah, I just, that's not an official stat. There's actually about 12, but it's okay. Lots of CQS, Cleveland Quad Squad for Life Boys. Dave Lizzie joining the chat as well. Lots of send its. Some sort of a gift card from Ready Made RC. Either that or $1 million, somewhere in there, somewhere between gift card from Ready Made RC and $1 million. No, somewhere in between. Master of Disaster says, wish there was a way to connect my goggles to watch this spectator style. Hey, maybe one day we'll be able to stream each pilot's feed separately. We've looked at doing that. That is in the cards maybe one day. And who knows, with this digital revolution coming, that future may be even more near for that live stream setup to exclusively send you all 8 feeds simultaneously over the internet. Heisenberg excited about Turbo Joe. I think Heisenberg is pretty much excited about everyone here in this heat, making sure that they know that he is behind them. Sam G getting behind Fender, representing Buffalo. Yeah, Fender pulling up third in that first opener. Voltronics talking about the discount code. It's an actual gift card, not a discount code. You don't have to spend anything, but the thing happens when you have that code, you know you're going to spend a little something, fill up that cart. But it is a gift card of some sort to our winner tonight. Wow. Hey, Scotty Dew. I miss you too. I just had to change the batteries or the lipos in my microphone. You know, I kind of have that effect on people. The lull, the sultry tones of my voice put you to sleep. You are slowly getting sleepy. You're slowly. Hey, if you're feeling cold, you can warm up from the batteries from my microphone. They are red. Look, I puffed a couple Duracells. Feel that? Man, puffed them. They're hot. It's all those. Yeah, same channels, yeah. Ooh. You want to switch with the right? Switch with Jim G. Jim G. You're going to switch with Drew Racer 32. He was on. Oh, wait. You want to go to a right. Oh, sorry, Jim G. He was on left. Do we have a right that can go left? Sorry, I got your hopes all up. Yeah, my math. Drew needs to go to right. You need another left antenna?
Daddy, can you let me put this off?
For what?
Oh, found it.
The old antenna switch. You guys got to figure it out?
I'm switching to left, he's going to right. He's going to be going to 8. He can't go left because he's got only a UFL or like some kind of soldered to it. That's the issue. Yep.
So you're going to 8, he's going to 3.
I'm going to 3.
That's going to go to 8. That's going to go to 3. Beautiful. Question from Carborough Chapel Hill FPV. What milliwatt are you guys running? We're at 25 milliwatt right now. But we've been destroying these quads and antennas.
How do you open
So video is kind of up and down, some of these quads. And to make it exciting, because Bach Grinder shared the feed, we wanted to show you some carnage. So tonight we went with the top 8 just for fun. Traditionally, when we get to a championship, we run 4 at a time. And I'm already batting around in my head doing head-to-head racing round robin 2 at a time tomorrow night. We'll see how many pilots we have in a round robin format, which is really fun to follow along. Depends on how many more pilots we get out tomorrow night. We'll see if we can make it happen. We'll do some math and science. Maybe we do a quali into a round robin.
right in front of the fan? Anywhere I could be. Just.
You can go get a sweater or a coat from the shop.
Chasey Ace, round number 2 coming up. Yeah, Fish FPV says, I hate antenna switching, especially if you have it zip tied down. Yeah, we try and come up with a way that we don't have to switch antennas, but we had a damaged quad and a pilot out, so we tried to switch. And of course, as we fill up that entire heat of 8, we went from TQ down to the bottom, selecting their channels, and it's their preference.
Hashtag Joe Scully rules.
Aw, thank you. Charborough Chapel Hill says at 8 at a time looks insane. Yeah, for sure. At a lot of events will do it. And again, it looks a little gnarly tonight. You have a mix of drones and pilots here, but it is insane. Line of sight, it looks pretty wild as well. We'll see if I can be fast enough, and I should be. Let me test the track cam. Yeah. We're going to launch on the track cam for those watching on our live stream. This is for Charborough Chapel Hill FPV. Says 8 at a time, looks insane. Once we go green, I'm going to show you the launch on the track cam, then flip over to the 8-up feed. The boys in the truck just rocking it right now, bringing it what the fans want. They want to see this LED action. that gnarly 8 up. So here we go. About to go green in 30 seconds or less. It's Chase the Ace, round number 2. Turbo Joe has an ace. If he wins, we're done. We total up the points. If any of the other 7 beat Turbo Joe, we push it a third and maybe more. Good luck, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Fantastic shot in our live stream of them all getting underway, and we pull it up looking at Aviator, the first one with issues. On board with your TQ and leader Turbo Joe. He had some quads in front of him, but now he pushes himself up. He's still your leader now, getting by a little bit of traffic. Mr. Noise 1.1 seconds back in the number 2 spot, then Fender still up in the number 3 spot. True Racer 4th, Aviator in the number 5 spot. Lost Sidewinder, Jim G still rocking it strong, and Matter Day is... well, his camera's calling home right now in the top left-hand corner of our screen. Mr. Noise has now pushed himself up in front of Turbo Joe. 2 and 6 on your screen. It's Mr. Noise underneath the tree. And Turbo Joe just got in front of him there at the tail end of lap 3. On to lap number 4 we go. Mr. Noise is the guy who's going to try and drive this third round. Turbo Joe's got a little bit more go-go juice. He goes through the start-finish gate. Mr. Noise... just a hair behind here on this final lap. A race to our checkered line. Is Turbo Joe our first champion of the night? And he is. 5 laps in 1:06 for Turbo Joe to win. Chase the Ace, round number 2. He is your champion. Your TQ wins round 1 and 2. Turbo Joe is your champion. It's easy math in Chase the Ace style. Second in both rounds going to Mr. Noise to pull up second runner-up on our podium. And the rest is going to come down to the points here in round number 2. Drew Racer pulling up third. Aviator going to pull up 4th. 5th will go to Fender in round number 2. 6th going to Jim G. So a pair of 6 at his first ever race. And 7th going to Matter Day. I believe 8th is going to go to Sidewinder. And so the finish was 3.4 seconds apart. 3.4, yeah. That last lap, he went full send for sure. Yeah. There is your hot lap. You had a 9.5 in there, it says. But there's the official results up on the screen. Turbo Joe, your champion with a pair of wins. Your runner-up, Mr. Noise, with a pair of seconds. Third overall going to Fender with a 3rd and a 5th. Aviator pulling up 4th with a 5th and a 4th. 6th overall, or 5th overall going to Drew Racer 32. 6th overall going to Sidewinder FPV. 7th overall going to Jim G. And 8th overall going to Matter Day.
I'm going to play a game with them all. Okay?
No, it's over.
What is over?
The race.
So it's like everybody going back?
No, they're going to keep flying, but the live stream's done, so we got to end the live stream. It was a good race, and Mars FPV Drones in the chat saying congrats Turbo Joe. Heisenberg excited about it as well. Ready Made excited about Mr. Noise hitting the podium. Lots of kudos to, goodbye to our chat, everybody. And an aw shucks from Fish FPV to Matter Day saying he's going to need some new hardware. And that is going to do it here for us here on a Friday Night Live from the Edgewater Airpark in Minerva, Ohio. A brand new.
We'll see you guys next time.
That's right. We'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to do this again, starting our live stream about 8:30 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Saturday night. We're going to race on the same course with a different format. We're going to have a little bit of a round-robin head-to-head format near the end of the program, and it's going to be an exciting time. Thanks to all of our great partners bringing us this event. Of course, that's Eagle Tree. That's Ready Made RC, along with Fat Shark RC Vision Systems, TBS, and the CNC guys as well. Profis CNC, and Cuba.
P.S. I
.org.
still don't know what TBS means.
QPilot.org. I was looking for my notes, but you guys stole them, packed them up for the night. That's it from Ready Made RC's 6th Annual FPV Fest. We'll see you tomorrow night when we do this again. Have a safe night and a pleasant tomorrow. We'll see you next evening.
Bye.